This is a matchup we've been waiting for. Conference rivals who don't like each other very much, and heightened intensity here because both teams come in ranked in the top 10. Welcome to Notre Dame Stadium, the legendary home of the Fighting Irish. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Kick this away to get us going. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Handoff to the back. That gain moves the ball out near the 25. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, 2 top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over. Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
That's an important first down on that running play. Go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Looking for the wideout. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense.
Well, here it is, opening drive of the game. We're just trying to find that rhythm, run the ball, a couple passes, and this one backfires. Poor decision by the quarterback. That's 100% on him, and this defense now gives their own offense great field position here to get points on the board.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field.
Well, it's a beautiful run here for the first down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
Off the play fake on first down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Pressure is coming. Catch made on the sidelines. They'll move the sticks. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been, and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Buckeyes looking to keep this drive moving. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Making people miss. Tackle made after a big gain. Ball moves to the 21.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen right here by this offense. They let the rushers get upfield, completely oblivious that the blockers are getting out in front and getting downfield, put the ball right on the back, and let him have all that space and an escort in front of him to pick up big yards.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's an out route. The catch made. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. You will lose 10 yards on that carry. Good play by the defense.
What a great job there by the defense, reading that play, pursuing the football. Nice loss of yardage there on 2nd and goal. Now it's 3rd and goal for the offense.
Job of the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out of the gun now on 3rd down. Launching one to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down. Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. He escapes the pocket. He'll try a pass here. The receiver grabs it, and he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense, when you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback's scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. The short hands, it's Jamania. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a 1st down.
Good job here, the quarterback. His primary receiver did not look open. Instead of forcing the ball, he finds the running back as a check down and picks up a 1st down.
They're looking for some space. It's Jamania. Oh, he fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. 3rd down play now, trying to keep this impressive drive going. They'll try to run for the first down. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
4th down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Needs a completion here on 4th down. And it's broken up nicely. A defensive stop and a turnover on downs.
Oh, man, this one is going to sting. I mean, you can see that this head coach and offensive coordinator, they have faith in the quarterback and the offense to deliver, and you like that. But now, their own defense is going to have to bail them out a bit here.
Moves out of the pocket. And he just throws it away.
I like this play. I mean, not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. He'll throw it now. Makes the catch. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He lets it rip. And he can't hold on right in his hands. And he dropped it.
Right, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Pass not complete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
And missed a field goal on their last job. Got to do something here on 3rd down to get back in range. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking downfield near the end zone. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play. Now, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. What a poor kicker.
On the run, it's Shamania. He shreds the tackle. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. So, Kirk, we reached the end of one. So far, a defensive stalemate here in the early stats illustrating the story. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Tailback with another carry. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Oh, looks like the defense jumped offside there. If that's the case, this will be a 1st down. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense on the move now as that penalty gives them a fresh set of downs. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
That's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down. That run sets up a critical 3rd down play. get there on the ground. They gain enough to set up first down now at the 39.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was third down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
They'll give it to the back. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. The receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Here's a target, and it's complete. They make the tackle, but the offense set up with a first down in the red zone.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Here comes a throw from the red zone. On the move now. He's going to lose yardage there. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense.
The defense, I think, sensing some urgency in this red zone. First down play, good job of pressuring the quarterback, pushing him back and putting him in a tough spot now on 2nd down.
They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. They've converted both third down attempts on the drive so far, but now it's 3rd and 8. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to scramble. Deep shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Boy, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their 2nd interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
First down. They're going to throw the football. Looks left and finds his target there. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Ball moves to the 37 on the gain. It's first down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Gets rid of it on the move. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment. But here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Makes a quick grab. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked. The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. He's looking to throw. Complete to the running back on this 4th down play. Finds room at the 30. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
What a job by this quarterback here on 4th down. Had to survey the defense, eventually just goes to the check down for the running back, moves the chains, and keeps this drive going.
Back to throw again. He escapes the pocket. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They jump on top early.
Well, everybody wants to talk about the quarterback and the receiver after a touchdown like that. Instead, you know where I'm going, Chris. The offensive line. My gosh, how long did he have back there? 4, maybe 5 seconds to be able to read the defense and then find his receiver for the touchdown.
Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. Returner tackled right there. That's where they'll start the drive. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Here's the handoff. They bring him down right at the 20.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense some fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Gives it to the back. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Inside the 2. Touchdown, Irish. There was no catching him that time.
Boy, how exciting has this first half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
And the extra point splits the uprights. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he gets it out to the 28, tackled right there. Here's the first play of the drive. He started at the 28. Looking to throw it on first down. Running out of time in the pocket. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Moves out of the pocket. Trying to get the throw off. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
Fielded near the 20. He's got him open. Watch out. He's got great speed. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 39. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
That completion sets up a second down play. Gonna run it. It's Jamania. Gets the first and still running. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
Well, another first down run for Notre Dame. And, man, they have such great history of running the football over the years. I know you know that, Chris, but not just the backs. You think of those offensive linemen they've had in South Bend. Just what a tradition and something I know they're very proud of.
And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. On the move now. The QB throws his third pick of the day. Oh, he's bringing it back. Past the 50. Finally steps out of bounds after a long return. What a play by the defense.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
Looks like one more play here before halftime. And looking to throw now on first down. Grab down the middle. It's Poe. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. And the defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. We'll see if he's got the leg from 49 yards out. The kick is blocked. Somebody got a hand on that. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Trying to get something going early here in the second half and jump on top. Throws to the tight end. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Boy, another great throw and catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come from the days of being known of 3 yards in a cloud of dust to now being one of the more efficient passing offenses in the country. Year after year, you go back to Cardell Jones and J.T. Barrett, all the way back to Troy Smith, and most recently with C.J. Stroud and Justin Fields. Just another great quarterback that we're watching here today for the Buckeyes.
Offense now behind the sticks on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's shoved out of bounds, but the defense was short of the first down marker.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Catch made on the left side. They make the stop after a huge play. Moves the ball to the 35.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
It's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. Because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Here's the target, and it's complete. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's 1st and goal right there.
Well, it's hard to be in man coverage when the quarterback has this kind of time to be able to navigate and find the open man. He finds his receiver pulling away from that defender, makes a nice throw and a 1st down.
Here's a handoff on 1st and goal. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
So just 1 for 3 in red zone trips so far. They come up on 2nd and goal. Looking to scramble. And that's just thrown away. A pretty obvious intentional grounding call. Yeah, here's the marker. Some noise now trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. Looking deep downfield to the left. Touchdown, Ohio State. And that will give them the lead now.
Boy, an easy throw, an easy read, and an easy catch for the touchdown. I thought the receiver might have to call a fair catch. He was so open.
The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start at the 25. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. The defense with more pre-snap movement. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. And now the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
And the back now goes in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Jamania. Gets out of bounds after a solid gain.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the 2nd half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Takes the handoff and tests the left side.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a 1st down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. Try and muscle for the first down. That play enough for a first down. The offense set up at the 43.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
They'll switch it up, looking to throw. The sure hands. It's Jamania. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
Look out, room to run here. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Quick completion to the tight end. Looks like Notre Dame will have the first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Hand it off for a draw. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Marathon drive, the 11th play, and they face a 3rd and short. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Has the first down and more. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down from the 14.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable.
Looking for the end zone, has a lane. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
The BAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the 3rd quarter. We got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play, but good coverage that time. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Bringing pressure. Trying to create here on the move. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Tied up here in the 3rd quarter. These 2nd down and long plays become important as they try to avoid 3rd and long. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Going to try to use his legs here. Breaks loose at the 40. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Short pass finds the tight end. And he's brought down short of the line to gain what should be the last play of this third quarter. And let's see how this one unfolds in the final quarter, set to get underway. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He's stopped, but he gets a 1st down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that 1st down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. He's past the marker and still going. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
There he is. Finally, he's able to get on track and pick up some big yards here in the 4th quarter. It has been a relatively quiet game for him. The defense has done a nice job of bottling him up, but not there. He finally shows what he's capable of doing when he gets out in space and can show you that speed.
How about this on 1st and goal? A handoff to the receiver. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, when you're defending this offensive coordinator, you have to be ready for anything. That's just not something I'd expect to see down in the red zone. But it winds up getting him a few yards.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. He's running out of time here. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Man, the defense comes up with a big play here, backed up close to their own goal line. But as an offensive coordinator, you're inside that 3-yard line at 2nd and goal. If you're going to throw the ball, man, the ball has got to get out of that quarterback's hands quickly and not give the defense a chance to get after him and bring him down for a sack.
So here we go, 3rd and goal. Giving up that sack has made this a real headache for the offense. Let's see if they can convert. The pass rush closing in. And the pass is knocked away in the end zone. A touchdown-saving play.
Backed against the wall, you practice these kind of things in spring ball, in camp in the summer, even during the week of preparation. Who's going to win, the offense or the defense? The defense does their job here on 3rd and goal to knock that one away. Now we got a big call coming up here on 4th down.
They'll keep the kicker on the sideline, try to break the tie with a touchdown here late. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Defense is coming after him. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a huge 4th down stop.
Oh my gosh, a drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a 1st down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give them credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. He's hit just before the throw.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And the punt team makes its way onto the field. brought down by the coverage team. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back out of the field. The last possession, they were stopped on a 4th down try. Can they get something going here? He's going for a big play downfield. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
First down here for this offense. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Quick throw to the left. And it's a comeback route. And he's down after the catch at the 12. A red zone opportunity.
Great job by the quarterback with an accurate throw against man coverage for a first down. Overall, by the entire group, good execution by this offense.
First down, looking to throw the ball. He escapes the pocket. Just trying to get rid of it. Just flings it out of bounds, and the pass rush closing in.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job of taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
The pre-snap motion from the offense. Looking to throw it again. Quarterback heading right, trying to create on the move. And the pass is just thrown away. Clearly intentional grounding. And here comes the penalty mark. So an important 3rd down play coming up. A field goal try here would be from 60. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Quick throw, testing the middle. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. A huge defensive score.
What a play here by the defense. We kept thinking this defense might have to come up with a stop to give the ball back to their own offense to see if they can maybe take the lead. But instead, they take matters into their own hands and come up with a turnover and a touchdown.
PAT is up and good. The lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. They'll take a deep shot here. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. The incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 22. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. And this one is caught.
Well, 4th quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
Crucial play for both offense and defense. We'll see what we get here on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pressure is coming. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Running out of time in the pocket. Extending the play now. Breaking free at the 35. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Great job here by this quarterback. Nobody's open, so he just takes off and shows you what he can do with those legs. Most importantly, he gets the first down and gets out of bounds to avoid a big hit.
The Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On first down, it's play action. Moves out of the pocket. Catch made on the left side. The ball is loose. Defense makes the recovery, a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Working clock with the ground game. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. So the offense comes up now on first down thanks to that costly penalty. Trying to find some room. It's Jamison.
Great job by the running back is staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the fourth quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Handoff in a single back formation. Well, barring something crazy, Kirk, that should be enough to secure this victory. They came in trying to dodge the upset in this early season showdown, and they passed the test.
Chris, is a great game and a fun way to start the season. And I think the fact that the team that is expected to win wins this football game, they can use that as a confidence builder. And for the team that loses, think about this. Still a long way to go to be able to kind of right the ship and kind of have the season you expect to have.
Handed off. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Quarterback lost track of the play clock, and that'll cost the offense 5. Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, they try to run the football here, and they're unable to get that first down. The clock does keep moving. The big question now is 3rd down. What do you do? Keep it on the ground again, or roll the dice, throw the football, knowing an incompletion, the clock will stop.
Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Takes up about 5 yards, but it's not enough. Here comes a 4th down now. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. He made it. 3 points on the board. And they add to their lead.
They almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. The secondary backed up off the ball now. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. First down, looking to throw the football. On the move now. Quarterback rolling to his right now. Breaks free. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
Smart heads-up play by this quarterback. Hey, listen, they're trailing. He's got to make some plays, and if nothing's open downfield, use your legs, pick up as many yards as you can, get out of bounds, and get ready for that next play.
Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for his big tight end. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but an explosive play through the air.
Now, the offense is taking advantage of the defense kind of sitting back with this lead. That's back-to-back plays of big yards. You know, it's a bend-but-don't-break mentality from this defense, but they might want to reevaluate because this offense is moving the ball too quickly down the field.
Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find out here in the red zone. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Launching one to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete. So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Great catch when they desperately needed it.
Chris, they did what they had to do with his touchdown here. Now with under a minute to go, you got to get that onside kick to give yourself a real shot.
PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. But he safely makes the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work.
Well, they didn't really have much of a choice. Had to go with his onside kick, but as we all know, such a low chance of actually recovering this. It was likely their only option if they wanted to get another shot at trying to get the football back.